Hey! It's me! I made it! I magically appeared! It's all good stuff. Let's see if I can turn on some of these goodies. Oh, jeez, nothing working. Everything wants to give me a hard time today. Alright, well, we'll just do it on the screen. Welcome to DigitSpin Crypto. Glad you're here. It's Monday, if I'm not mistaken. So, let me start off with, obviously, this is not financial advice. Just some guy on YouTube babbling away with some information that maybe might be somewhat helpful. You make that decision. Hopefully it'll help you out in some way. So we're glad to see a lot of folks on there. We got the Pulse, H-Bomb, Chris Knight, and a whole bunch of other folks watching. It's good to see you on the channel. I got some interesting stuff for tonight. Now, we'll get the basics out of the way. Don't forget, we have the DigitSpin Telegram channel. The link will be put into the description below. I didn't pre-set up this show, so I'll have to configure it afterwards, so there'll be a small delay before it goes to archive, but it'll be available. Don't forget that obviously we give away 50 Electroneum or Webdollars each and every weeknight at 9:30. And I want to congratulate Greg T. He won himself 50 Electroneum on Friday. So congratulations to him. That's a good win. And we'll take it. Right, Mr. Bean? Yeah. See, Mr. Bean knows. So congratulations to you, Greg. We'll have another amazing winner tonight at the end of this show. And hopefully you'll stick around to see who that is. Maybe it's you. We've added closed caption, so Spanish, Hindi, Russian, you know, all the good stuff will all be available. Obviously, it's in English. You can pretty much convert it to any language you want by clicking on the closed caption and picking whatever language you want. Now, don't forget, let's go to this handy dandy little picture thing here. Ta-da! Get myself out of the way. 1,000 Electroneum for 1,000 subscribers. So when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will give away 1,000 Electroneum that was very generously donated to us from a random, unknown ETN community member. Liked the show, wanted to make sure everybody got a chance to see it. So we're going to give away that $1,000 that he gave to us to forward to one lucky viewer when we hit 1,000 views. So we'll do a special show just for that, and you will have your chance to enter and win. So that's a nice little bonus and good giveaway. All right, so we got that first. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, so we'll start off with some of the basics. Now, I'll take questions tonight, so if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer those as we go along. So, we want to take a look at this one. First up, the random number. We're going to find out how many cryptos we're going to give away tonight. And you guys know the drill. Anything less than 50 is 50. Anything over 50 is the number. You can pick Webdollars or Electroneum by having your address, your wallet address, public, placed in the last live show video. So we did release a Webdollar video this weekend. We had an interview with George from Webdollar, and he was kind enough to give us an hour of time, and that was released on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. So that's not the video, but it's the live video, which is on Friday. So let's generate and find out what happened. All right, let's poke this little generate button. Answers 12. 12 becomes 50. So tonight's winner will win 50 Electroneum or Webdollars of their choice, depending on what they put in. All right, let's get rid of some of the housekeeping real quick. See what's going on. Bitcoin 69. I told you it was going to go down. Been saying this for days, and sure as peanuts, it's $6,900. Nothing really to prop it up. Our biggest concern is if it hits that $6,000 mark, what will happen at that point? Of course, now Bitcoin drags everything down. But one thing that I've been talking to you about is Bitcoin dominance. And if we take a look, we can see when we were looking at it on Friday, we were talking about how it was sucking all the air out of the room by taking all the money out of the altcoins. That's why all the altcoins are going downhill. All of them. It's because Bitcoin was taking all that money. Well, we're starting to see a reversal pattern here. Now, I don't know if that's just a little dip, because, you know, you got these little dips here too, and then it continued. But we do see a little reversal pattern. We do see the altcoins starting to lift. All right, so you got Ethereum starting to lift. You got all the other altcoins starting to make a little bit of lift. They've kind of split the difference between all of them. So we may be going back, because when Bitcoin goes down, they're going to put all the money back into the altcoins. So we may get a lift in the altcoins. That's my best guess what we're going to see over the next couple of weeks happen from what I see today. That could change tomorrow, but as of right now, that's what my thought pattern is. And we're going to start to see some money go back into altcoins, which is good. We could use it. All right, let's see how much my super secret ASIC Electroneum miner is making me. That's securely stashed away in my office under lock and key. And it is $6.30, an all-time low in fiat money, making 709 coins, an all-time low in coins. That means there's obviously a lot more machines out there, and of course the coins that I am making are not paying as much. So 709 coins, and we can take a look. We can see the hash rate had seriously dropped, and it's seriously gone up, causing obviously us to earn less. So not a big punch, not a big scoop, but keep in mind it was 1,300 when we got the thing. That was only a few weeks ago. What, 2-3 weeks ago? So, you know, I expect that to continue to go down on the coins. Now, the less coins that the ASIC miner makes, you would tend to think the harder it is to get them, they would become more valuable. We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. And obviously, hopefully you caught the DigitSpin Friday live show. A lot of exciting information in that video. So that was kind of an interesting scenario and my thought process on the emission curve and why the price is hovering in that 1 cent range. So let's go to the next thing, but I'm gonna check on the chat real quick. All right, so we got all the good guys out there. H-Bomb wants to know if everything's going good, and of course we're in good shape. We appreciate you stopping by, H-Bomb. It's always good to see you on the channel. We enjoy your company, along with Chris Knight. How's it going, Chris? He's saying hello tonight. Love your picture. I have to say, Chris, it almost looks like a mug shot. Only need a little lines next to your head that say 6 foot, 5 foot. Okay. We got the Pulse. One of my favorites out there. God bless Dino and everyone here. Thank you. We appreciate the blessings. I'm going to need each and every one of them that you give me every day. It's awesome. Thank you. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. We got Paul out there. Good to see you. And what we got here? We got Crypto NWO. How's it going there? Kev from Crypto. Hey, Dino, why not just put minutes 50 to max to 100? Tell me a little bit more about what you're trying to tell me there. I'm an old guy. I'm a little slow. I don't follow everything. So tell me what you're talking about there for me, will you? Okay, everything crypto. We got everything crypto out there. First time to the show. We appreciate you checking in with us, taking a look at the show. Love all you guys that come in. Crypto Detective. And again, good evening from Canada, along with Crypto NWO. So, oh, Mumford, okay. Oh, he wants to know why on my random number generator, NWO, he's asking me, how come you just don't put 50 to 100? Ah, because we need 50% of the time that you actually make 50. If I put just 50 to 100, it would be a 2% chance that you hit 50, and it would go up from there. So we always give away 50, so that's going to be the usual. So that's why I make that 50% of the chance. Then you have another 50% of the chance that it could be greater than that 50, making it a harder event to have happen, making it special. So that's the reason why. Thank you for the question, and that's my mathematical ideas behind it. Okay, so smart. So I've made a few people moderators out on the channel, on the chat, and moderators know how to take care of business if somebody gets ugly on the channel. But everybody out there has always been awesome, and I appreciate the new moderators that have donated their time to help out on the live chat. Okay, now let's take a look at something now. I was watching a guy and he's telling me Electroneum's down, it's awful, it's just, and he pulls up the channel and he goes, just look at this, it's down, my money for the month, this is just ridiculous, there's a crummy coin, he keeps telling me, well, I'm just losing my money. I go, really? He goes, yeah, I could have put my money into a different coin, like Bitcoin Cash, and made a fortune. I go, oh really? Bring it up. He brings it up and he goes, oh, well, Bitcoin Cash is down, but you know, I could have put my money in that really good coin, Neo. And he brings it up. Neo. Oh, yeah, well, my money would have, well, that ontology thing, everybody's talking about ontology. It's the next best thing since sliced bread. It's gonna clean the air. It's gonna put people on Mars. So I go, bring it up. So he brings it up. Oh. I go, don't be a dork. All the altcoins are down. You know, unless you are smart enough to get the Ethereum Classic, because it's going on CoinDesk next week. You might get a pump. That's all speculative. It's a golden ticket. Right? Golden ticket, golden ticket. You know what that is, right? Golden ticket, Coinbase. Stop picking on Electroneum. They're all down. Come in here and say bad things about Electroneum when the whole altcoins are down. And the reason why they're down, Bitcoin sucked all the air out of the room. Took all the money from the altcoins. But we may have a turnaround. All right? We're starting to see a little dent in that sucking sound that Bitcoin's been making, pulling all the cash out of the altcoins. So hopefully this will continue and we'll start to see money come back in. When Bitcoin goes down, people start moving the money back into the altcoins. Hopefully it'll bring everybody back up. All right. Let's see here. We got Music Lover. How's it going there, Music Lover? Good to see you on the channel. Great to see you there. And we'll continue on. Let's see, everything is... So, everything crypto, he's saying, yeah, everyone in the electronic community is freaking out about the price, but all crypto is getting crushed. And may continue to get crushed for some time. Everyone needs to hunker down and hold or sell and get out and sell toothpaste or whatever that you got to do if it's freaking you out that much. This is a long-term thing. And as we talked about on Friday, it took years. Most of those coins, Neo was ant shears, was pennies for years. So stick with it. All right. Now, let's go and take a look at what's next. We got a Google tab. Now, obviously you guys know about Google, right? Alright, so we'll call that a day. Alright. So, what I wanted to talk to you next about was, what is it, Mr. Bean? New exchange! Oh, Mr. Bean says it's a new exchange. And this one here is called CoinDeal. Now CoinDeal, they have a vote. If you're connected with CoinDeal, you're already set up, or you have an account with them, you can vote for a new cryptocurrency. Electroneum's not doing bad. It's halfway there. I believe you got to get 1,200 votes to be considered, if I'm not mistaken. You can take a look at that. But if you're already connected with CoinDeal, put your vote in. Put your vote in. Vote for Electroneum. Maybe we can make that happen. Add another exchange to the belt. Oh, it's all good. It's all important. So we got Matt Gray out there. Hey-oh! Matt, it's good to see you back. I didn't know if you were in town. And good to see you. And hopefully we can connect in the future. Got to talk to you about some stuff. All right. So let's take a quick look and see what else we got going on. We got Ed, Crypto Everything, saying you must be hanging out with Ed K. So unfortunately, I don't know who Ed K is. I'm not that smart. Maybe you can enlighten me, put it in the chat, and tell me who Ed K is. But hopefully it's somebody good. All right, so Matt got back yesterday. Good deal, Matt. We'll talk. All right. So let's see if I missed anything else. All right, I got everybody there. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes for today and what I wanted to bring you. This is more on a serious note, right, Mr. Bean? Thanks. He's ribbing on me. Well, what am I gonna do? All right, let's bring up this one. Now, a lot of you guys may know of a site. It's called LinkedIn. This page is obviously for the end of the show, where we're gonna give away 50 Electroneum for today to some lucky winner. So, but let's take a look. There's a website called LinkedIn, and it's for professionals. And get rid of that last page. What happens on LinkedIn is professionals can hook up with each other. It's sort of like a Facebook of professionals. Now, in LinkedIn, you know, I started poking around and looking at stuff. And some of the cool things that I found were as follows. I actually had went to I went there to look at Chris Gorman's page and to read some of his amazing articles, and I'm sure I have them in here. Let's see, here we go. Chris Gorman, he had a really good article here, how cryptocurrency will enable financial inclusion, you know, to get an understanding of where things are going with Electroneum, where you know, what their thoughts are. So I looked through this and I read the whole article, and you know, I came down to the bottom and saw, you know, all right, well, who's looking at this stuff and who's reading these things? And so you know, I take a look at the comments, and as I look through the comments, you know, I find some interesting people connected to it. One I notice is a gentleman named Stanley Oakwood. Stanley Oakwood. Now, Stanley is a senior buyer for Vodacom. And, you know, I thought that was kind of interesting. Most people that read stuff from others usually have an interest in the other person for some reason. So I thought that was really interesting. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, Vodacom, that sounds like Vodafone. You know, so I'm doing a little research here, and I take a look, and I find Vodafone owns a company called Vodacom. Now Vodacom basically has phone service for the southern area of Africa. And you can see here, Mozambique, Kenya, South Africa, all that good stuff. So I'm thinking, all right. So the senior buyer at Vodacom, who's part of Vodafone, you know, is keeping tabs on Chris. And, you know, saying nice things about his articles about bringing financial inclusion to people that may need it. I'm thinking, all right, that might be an area, third world, that could use what Electroneum's offering, being able to give financial inclusion. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, that's pretty neat. Who's Stanley? I look up Stanley. Stanley's the senior procurement officer at Vodacom, and you know, you can take a look at a lot of his stuff, and I look at his resume here, and I'm saying, all right, he maintains the records, but he also creates and maintains good relationships with vendors and suppliers. Well, Electroneum would be a supplier of a service. Okay. Now keep in mind, this is all presumption on my part. You know, I'm just looking at dots and I'm connecting invisible dots. So I'm saying, all right, this is the guy who buys and helps make the contracts from suppliers. Or maybe there's something there. Maybe there's a relationship that might happen at some point. Maybe it's just a talking. I don't know. But obviously, Stanley, who's the senior procurement officer, obviously is following Electroneum. I found that interesting. He develops the plans for purchasing equipment, services. He negotiates the best deals and the contracts. He'd be the guy you'd talk to. All right, that's interesting. So, you know, I'm poking around and I'm looking at what Stanley, you know, what he's done and the things that he's looked at. Let's take a look here. Let's see all his activity that he's been looking at. Well, Stanley has been watching and also following this company called Sidera. Now, I go down and I'm taking a look. All right, so he's obviously really interested in Sidera. He's obviously interested in Chris Gorman. He's followed a couple of his articles and wrote some nice things on there about it. Happens to follow Andre. That's another Electroneum. He's a developer on Electroneum. Okay, so this is all good stuff. I'm seeing somebody that's really interested in Electroneum and the people there. And I'm seeing him interested in this company called Sidera. So I'm doing a little research. What the heck is Sidera? What could this be? All right, so, you know, I look up Sidera. Let's see if I got some goodies here. Financial inclusion. All right, so what I'm going to do is take a look and go to the Sidera website, the LinkedIn. Now, Sidera is run by this guy, Vincenzo. Vincenzo, he's the founder of Sidera. And I look into what is Sidera doing. Now, Sidera is making a blockchain. But even more than that, if you look through some of their stuff, Sidera is also marking that they're making a wearable device. All right, well, what are they making? Earrings? Are they hats? What are they making? I do a little bit more research, and I find out that Sidera is making a watch. Now, of course, the watch is going to tell me time, but it's a blockchain watch. And what's so special about this watch? It's a payment system. Yeah, Sidera is a payment system. So I'm thinking to myself, that's interesting. Wow, this guy's interested at Vodacom with Sidera, who's a new blockchain and a competitive blockchain that is going to be making a piece of hardware that is a point of sale where you could click on it and pay for things. I'm like, well, that'd be kind of cool. And maybe if you hook that up with the instant payment system, you could have a watch with the instant payment. Cha-ching! It pays for something. Cha-ching! Pays for something. That's kind of clever. Now, I got no proof of any of this, but I see people kind of connected with each other. So I do a little more research, and I go on to the Telegram, and I go to the Electroneum price chat. And on the Electroneum price chat, I type in the word Sidera. And sure as peanuts, I get this, one of these guys out there on the price thing. Obviously he's also connected into LinkedIn, and somehow he did a screen capture. And who do I see? Vincenzo from Sidera. And he's saying, hey, Electroneum, Electroneum has a great idea for clear goal for sure. Free Electroneum worldwide, buy and sell goods from the app, simply to use. We have a similar idea with Sidera, but a secure storage of cryptocurrency in the hands of people with a small accessory. Payment watch. Hope we can make a collaboration with your company, because I think the smartphone and wearable are technologies of the future. Well, that doesn't mean anything, but that's an olive branch. That's a clear request connection. And then I look, and sure as nothing, this guy Jay, who put this screenshot on the price chat, Electroneum price chat, says, "Hi, Vincenzo. Hey, Vincenzo. Hey, my buddy. You talking to me, Vincenzo? I want to see one of them watches on my hand, huh?" He says, "Hi, Vincenzo. I'd be happy to discuss it and the potential opportunities. Drop me a message and we'll organize something." What do I know? So my thoughts that when people connect with each other on LinkedIn for a reason, seem to be there's a reason. I've got this guy at Vodacom keeping an eye on Sidera, who's Vincenzo, who's talking to Electroneum, who's also on Vodacom's, this guy's page, at Stanley's page here. He's watching Chris, and he's watching Sidera. Now, there's a lot of dots here. And I've connected some lines, and I have no idea if the dots I connected are correct. But from my perspective, there's at least conversations happening. Doesn't mean anything will happen. But from my perspective, I think I've pretty much nailed down that they're talking to each other. At least they're sending an email, how's the weather? But from my perspective, I think these things look pretty good. You got Electroneum with instant payment. You got a company making a phone that can instant payment. You might need the instant payment technology, license it maybe, and put it into the phone. Because then they can do Electroneum and Bitcoin and all different things right on their phone using Electron. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, that's kind of a good collaboration. Have no idea, but I laid it out here that this is a possibility. And if it should happen, remember, you heard it first on here on DigitSpin Crypto. If this should happen with my detective work, I put on my detective hat. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you tell me where Sidera is located? I think that's around the corner here. Supposedly they have a Dick Tracy pocket watch that you can put on your hand. So used my detective skills, and maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I'm not. But I wanted to give you some food for thought. Tell me what you think on the chat. Let me know. Put it out there. I'm going to wait the 30 seconds. You guys tell me. I want a yes or a no. Does this look possible? Give it to me now. Put it out there. Now I'm going to hang out. I'm going to take a look at this stuff. I want a yes if you think that I'm onto something. I want to know if you think I'm not. Oh, we got all sorts of good stuff out here. All right. So Music Lover, he's giving me yes. Music Lover says yes. I think you might be onto something. Let's change that camera. He's saying yes. I think you might be onto something. Everything crypto. He's saying it looks possible, but the watch will never make it. Maybe in third world countries it might. Maybe the price point will be good. I don't know. I think it's a tough road because you got Samsungs and you got all the others, and they'll probably build something into there. So if Sidera does this, they're going to have to move quickly. I kind of agree with you there. Everything crypto, first to market's going to make the impression. Michael says yes. He thinks that I may have something. And Crypto Detective, it says it's very possible, and that's how I look at it. This is possible. It's possible. I have no idea. But it's possible, right? All right. H-Bomb thinks it's possible too. I just want you to keep it in the back of your head. This way you can dig up more information as you're going along, and maybe you'll find some stuff that you can bring to me that I could tell people. All right. Let's take a quick look and see what other comments and goodies we got out there. We got H-Bomb saying, hey, Dino. Haha, Mob Dino in the house. That's right. That's right. There's no such thing as the mob. It doesn't exist. Let me make that clear to you. There's no such thing as the mob. All right? Don't even go there. No such thing. All right. I love everything Crypto's telling me. He likes when I do these investigative stuff. Everything comes together. Great stuff. Yeah, you know, my brain goes crazy. I start inventing these things. I look at them and I go, wow, that's interesting. That kind of fits over here and that part fits over there. We've been told they're working on stuff. What do I know? I don't know anything. I'm just a common pedestrian like you. Let's see. So Paul's saying, hey, you really enjoyed the Webdollar interview, running the experimental mining pool on 2 machines and seeing good results. Yeah, I'm scoring like 100 Webdollars. I have a couple of machines, a day. I have some Ryzens. Ryzens for some reason do better. Let me rephrase that. Ryzens do better because they have a greater amount of L3 cache that's built into the processor, and the Argon 2 algorithm interacts. It moves data back and forth between the L3 cache. So the more L3 cache it has, so it has more cache than the Intel, and so therefore it can process it better. And they also have, if you're handy and you know how to some technical stuff, they have a C++ version that they just released. And the C++, you'll have to create a stick, boot your machine in Linux, and then you can run the C++ using the Microsoft libraries. But the C++ version will mine about 3 times faster in hash rate. So it's a nice little kick in the pants. So if you're handy, you may want to look into that. Okay. Yes, the Chris Knight saying the instant payments. They had 1,000. They had 1,000 applications. That's correct. And I'm sure some of them were standard people. Some of them had specific stores. Who knows? I doubt that all 1,000 will be approved, but it's possible. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's a good amount of folks to get started. Now, if you take a look, it looks like they're going to be put... I saw some code that they were working on to put a payment system into WordPress and the store that's used in there, Woohoo or Wahoo or whatever it is. So I think that they may be working on that. It'd be nice if they put it into something like Xcard or a few of the others, so that web stores can immediately add it. We're going to be adding it. We're using Xcart, and we're going to modify the checkout process to connect to the APIs and allow for payment with Electroneum. Okay. Now, let's see what else we got. Okay, so H-Bomb's asking me, and this was going to be one of my next things. H-Bomb's asking me, he says, hey, did you see All About Tech's interview video with Richard Ells? Yes, of course I did. Mick does some great stuff. He's an awesome channel. I mean, NWO, Crypto for the People, Truthful Rob, who's one of my favorites. He makes me laugh. And I said NWO, he's a blast to watch. And he's gotten a lot more serious these days with more in-depth information, real resource. I think he's become a resource instead of random values. I think he's really doing an awesome job lately. I'm really impressed. And obviously Mick, Mick does a great job, and he has got a great channel, a lot of watchers, and he's located right there in England, London, wherever they are. Over there in the UK. He probably was just a drive away, so that made perfect sense. Can't wait to see the rest of the videos. I'm hoping something exciting comes out, and there's more information that we don't know, so I'm looking forward to that. H-Bomb wants me to get Cousin Tony on the phone and get the iOS app through. Yeah, I think there's a period of time when they've got to run this test, and obviously they'll get information from Apple regarding how the app performed and this, that, and the other thing. And as long as that goes through, then they'll release it for full release. So I have no idea how long that takes. I would imagine it's at least a 4-week trial period, but we'll see. Let's see. H-Bomb is saying, I'm on to you, Dino. If you jumble up the letters around Dino, it becomes Idon. Now, hey, you guys, I want you guys to put on there, did anybody notice what's on my Hawaiian shirt? Put it in the chat right now. I'm curious to know if any of you noticed anything funny about my shirt for tonight. I bet you none of you even noticed or caught on to it. If you don't get it, I'll give you a hint. All right, let's take a look, see what else we got here. Yeah, Crypto Everything, he says, I like your investigations. Keep poking around. Yeah, I'll poke around. I want you guys to keep your ears open. Let me know if you hear anything. Let me know if, if there's, if I'm just nuts and I should be wearing a tinfoil hat instead of a straw one. Or maybe you guys will find more information. All right. All right, so I guess none of you have noticed the shirt. So let's take a look here. Let's see if we can get the shirt here going. Hopefully you can pick up on it. Let's see. We got SpongeBob. SpongeBob, Hawaiian SpongeBob. If you can see it there.
Hey, Mr. Krabs! Make sure you buy more Electroneum!
I didn't tell you, I'm a Don and I'm SpongeBob SquarePants.
Alright! Watch out for plankton!
Okay, let's take a look at what else we got here. I'm gonna take a look at my view here. Alright, so let's go to the videotape. I wanted to say one thing, Loki, if you're following or doing anything with Loki, they released the developer update a few days ago. What was it, 3 days ago? So there's more information regarding the developer update. They give a nice spiel of what's going on and all of the changes that are happening. They are working on testing right now the service nodes. So they're expecting to have those up in November. And so good luck to Loki on that. I hope that works out for you guys. All right, let's take a look at YouTube. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything on my handy dandy sheet of paper. I got everything. Obviously, we talked about George from Webdollar. Yeah, this is all good. The heck with that. All right. Bye, Mr. Bean. Bye. Okay, thanks, Mr. Bean. Appreciate that. So, I took a look. I've pre-entered Friday's video into the Pick a Winner. So, now we're going to fetch. Let's see how many comments qualify. We have a total of 26 comments. Now, I hope you guys notice every time we do this, there's more and more people. So, you know, we started off with 6 people, 8 people. You know, I think Friday's got up to 20, and now we're up to 26 comments. So, I thank everybody for participating, and it's great. And let's find out who the winner is for tonight. Our winner is... We got Joseph Dykes, but he didn't win. So let's pick another person because he put no address in there. And the next person is, oh, Doc Ox. Doc Ox. No, even Doc Ox didn't win. There's no Electroneum address. He said 1 cent for Electroneum. I want to Oompa Loompa now, Dino. Let's try for a third time. The Pulse. The Pulse 36. God bless you, Dino. Always amazing live streams you do. The Pulse put in Electroneum. The Pulse. Congratulations to you. You have won. Let's jot that down. The Pulse 50 ETN. I'm going to get those out right to you right after the show. And the Pulse, big clap. Yay! Congratulations. I know you've been trying for weeks now to win. Congratulations, you finally did win. All right, guys, I appreciate everybody. I thank you all for watching my show, listening to me babble. I hope it was fun, no matter what. Even you know, even if I come up with these crazy things that I find, I bring them to you. You know, it's my thoughts on the matter. That's why you watch me, because I come up with stuff that nobody else does. Thanks again. Have a good night. Cheers.